Yo, what up, you guys? Bacardi here, and this is the weirdest, kind of like most somber intro I think I've made on this channel so far. Yeah, today we're going to be checking out Eyes One Eating Trip on the specials, but obviously we got to address the elephant in the room. Disbandment, pretty much confirmed. If you've been following the events of last week, we all know, yeah. And if you watch the concert, of course, you really know. I mean, I don't know where to begin with this because I didn't really have a script or anything planned. I just wanted to kind of talk about it because it's like, if I don't address it, it's like fucking stupid. So, I mean, I mentioned it kind of like this was the dark cloud that, was kind of hovering for a little while, but now, the storm is here. If like an analogy like that. And I had a feeling like if this happened, like it, I would be sad, of course, and I was. But ultimately, it's like one of the things you kind of have to just accept and wish them the best going forward, of course. Really, it was out of their control. It's more like the companies, of course, but still, I hope they had like a big say in what their company chose to do. Now, I've always said that really the group should only stay together as 12 if all 12 of them want to stay together, which, I mean, we don't know at this point. Like, you never know. Some of them might not want to be in the group anymore. Like, particularly maybe Japanese members. Like, they might want to go back to Japan, They did this. They had a bunch of success. And now they're like, hey, I kind of want to go back home, man. Like, I miss home, That's just one potential case. And there's 12 members. I said 11? What the fuck? Your boy been drinking. But yeah, it's like, it's really up to them too, And I think maybe even more so than the companies, it should have been what they wanted. Now, I know there were, I think 4 companies that agreed to a contract extension or whatnot. And it's like, if those members want to make their own subunit and continue that way, that would be cool. I think that would be super cool, because we would still get a piece of Eyes One in there with that group. But that's speculation and, what if. We'll see in the future. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just when I found out, the instant emotion was just sadness, But if you guys were watching the concert and following me on Twitter, I mean, Saturday and Sunday, particularly I think night 2, of course, because that final mention on that concert was just woo. I have never seen a concert that kind of heavy, with such this feeling from everyone, where it's just we're all sad, we're all kind of tearing up sort of and breaking down. And to see them and how they were, man, it was tough. It was tough because we went from such a happy high with the performances and special stages and all that to final mentions and goodbyes basically. So it was just a wave of emotions, One thing I do have to say is that I think, obviously for me, there's a bunch of stuff for me to react to from them still. The Enozi cam. I always wonder if I say that right. Enozi cam. Need to do those. And can I put them on YouTube? Because if I can, it's better here on YouTube, I want to go from the beginning to just all of them, There's probably stuff that I haven't seen yet, of course. Let me know for Patreon what I should do. Yeah, it's not like they're dead. Okay, let's take it that way. They're not dead. The group might end, but like them, they'll do stuff in the future. And I think it's important to support them in that future, whatever it might be, because they've already left such a great like legacy and kind of like memory, a discography of like so many good songs. They've won like awards, number ones, and like music shows and whatnot. Huge success, in like 2.5 years. Or no, longer than that, I'd say. And 2.5 years is kind of right, I guess. But either way, they've already done things that like other groups wish they could do, So in that sense, they've kind of won the game already, Like, to be a group that receives this much love and this much support, has accomplished so much. It's a credit to them and just like, the team around them too. Now, there was that little hiccup, I'll call it, around the end of 2019, of course, where it's like, we were kind of like, fuck, it's like, we don't know what's going to happen. But 2020, they fucking bounced back so hard. They dropped a full-length album, like 2 mini albums, like banger after banger. Like, yeah, they were like, we don't give a fuck about what happened then. We're focused on now and finishing like strong. And they did finish strong. Like, this is like Usain Bolt, just like, bah, at the finish line, that's how it was. They've worked hard. They've created so many amazing things, and just really proud of them too, And for a lot of them to be so young too, I always look at Woon Young as just like, girl, how did you do it? I watch her sometimes and I'm like, how do you do this stuff? And it's like, it's a credit to them and just like, their personalities and strengths, each individually, coming together to create this thing that's even bigger than them, Yeah, man, they've done a great job. Really proud of them. I said it in my Twitter post, I've listened to their music since day one, Color Eyes, I listened to like 2 days after it came out. Hard Eyes, I listened to like the day it came out. But I never really took the time to get to know the members until around 2020. But I always loved their music, There's that story I put out where it's like, on the airplane to KCON 2019, the song I listened to on the airplane was Eyes One, Airplane, And then they performed it live. And I don't think they even showed it on the broadcast. And I was like, that was for me. We got that like in person, And it's so cool to see all of them and just be like, Sakura. And it's just like, Eunbi was right in front of me. And I was like, oh, I got all that stuff. I'll remember forever, that and like, the hilarious stuff with like, Eyes on Chew and all that. All the memories they've left, it's just like, we still have all that, You can never take that away from us. I know there was like one petition or something to like boycott, their like, I don't know, it's like future promotions or something like that. Something fucking stupid, okay? Like, don't do shit like that. Like, don't have them end with like this sad note where you're like, no, we don't want to support. It's like, nah, man, they need complete support right now. And like, to finish this like the proper way, yeah. So don't do shit like that. Like, when I read that, I was like, are you fucking stupid? Really? Like, that's what you want to do? It's like, yeah, okay. But I think overall the reactions have been like, sad, of course, but mostly positive. And I know there's people like fighting for contract extensions still, and it's like, maybe the companies will listen, But if not, still, it's like, this has been one of my favorite groups to like get to know, and just like, even just based off music alone. Yeah. And, you know, to see them disband is sad. But still, what they've given me, in those 2.5 years is like some stuff that I'll treasure forever, you know? Musically, episodes like Eyes One Chew and all that, and just them as people. Like, I've grown to love Yena as a person so much. Yeah, and her, Yuri, Cheon, just like everyone. I'm really glad that I got into Eyes One, man. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, that's the sentiment I have. I'm really glad I took the time to get into Eyes One. Yeah, really thankful for them. And wherever they go, you know, whether it be different groups or just like, you know, I don't know, like acting or whatever they do, I'll always support the 12 girls, you know, no matter what. Yeah. And, you know, they always got my back. Yeah. You ever need me to punch anyone for you? I got you. I'm here. But, yeah. Thank you for the memories is what I would say to them. I think, they'll go down as like, you know, one of the best girl groups of like their generation, you know? I mean, you think about it, like they have one of the best dancers in their generation, one of the best singers in Yuri. It's like one of the best like future talent and like potential with Woon Young and everything. It's like this group was super fucking talented when you look at it, you know? And it makes sense why they had so much success, because, yeah, it was just the perfect time for like them to come together and just like, you know, kill it and own the industry. Yeah, I'm really proud of them, man. Yeah. Okay, this video's 13 minutes long. It's way longer than I thought it would be. Okay, this video is going to be its own separate video. I'm sorry. I didn't expect to go off that long. Okay, so now I'm going to stop the video and react to the specials. But I'll do it in a separate video. But yeah, Eyes One, thank you for the memories, and more memories to come, because I still have a lot to see, you know? And best wishes for wherever you go. Yeah, from me. So yeah. Okay, so that'll do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, peace, love, have a blessed day. See you next time.